Before I start, I just wanted to say that all of this comes from a place of love. I really do appreciate Hello Games for going out of the way to continue working on No Man's Sky. It's a completely different game compared to what it used to be, and I look forward to seeing what they add next. Now, time for me to yap about the event that is going on, at the time of this video's recording. So, the latest update in No Man's Sky is basically a mix between a truck and recycling simulator, and I don't have any problems with those type of games. What I do have a problem with is the cargo itself. You know in real life where truckers have to tie down their loads before moving? Yeah, you can't do that here. Therefore you have no way to prevent your cargo from flying out. That wouldn't be so bad if the cargo you are hauling was an explosive. You see, you have 4 different types of cargo you can load into your vehicle: metal scrap, flammable material, toxic material, and radioactive material. Some of these materials explode should they be flung around too hard, or be knocked into each other, outside of the vehicle I mean. That seems to be the only exception to this rule. If you think that isn't too bad, get ready to hear this next part. The terrain you drive in isn't flat, which means you have to deal with pits, hills, mountains, and many other hazards, including things like geothermal events. What's worse is the fact that the flammable, toxic, and radioactive materials aren't common. They are very annoying to come across, so every time one of them goes up in a puff of smoke, you unintentionally make it harder for yourself. It also doesn't help that the quests you have to do can be tedious. For example, there are a lot of them that want you to find heaps of deposits in the world. Some of them are close, others are miles upon miles away, making the drive absolutely miserable, as the vehicle you're in cannot drive fast. And remember, those materials you have are extremely volatile. If you screw up, or something happens that was out of your control, those materials you had are gone. What frustrates me more is the fact that the scanner you get only takes you to the same places you've been before. Now, that wouldn't have been so bad and the materials respawned, but they don't. So there's no real reason to go back to those spots, which means you have to try finding those special materials out in the wild by yourself. I'm sorry if I'm beginning to sound frustrated here, or overly negative, but that's how I felt when I was playing this event. I don't know if Hello Games will find this video, but if they are listening right now, can you please add a way to strap down the materials? Or at least give us some type of cover, like a trailer, this thing on screen? And can you make the special materials more common, please? Also, can you make it so the materials don't explode on every little thing? You have no idea how annoying that is. Especially when I try to pick up the material and it blows up on me. Sorry, I'm sounding frustrated again. But this is the first time an event in No Man's Sky has made me feel this way, and that should tell you a lot about this event. If you had a similar experience with this event, let me know in the comments below. Also, do you mind reaching out to the developers and asking them if they can implement those improvements? Because if I want to do this in the main game, I don't want to have to put up with the constant explosions and stress whilst hauling things. It's not nice and it's not fun, and I don't like feeling frustrated in a game that I love. For now though, that's all I have to say for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.